Room 19 of Crestwood Orphan House had been locked for 30 years, sealed after a tragedy no one dared to speak about. But when 14-year-old Elena arrived as a new volunteer, she felt drawn to the old wooden door. The other children warned her that strange things happened near that room, cold drafts, footsteps at night, and faint laughter echoing behind the walls. One evening, Elena passed by room 19 and heard a soft tapping from inside. Then a whisper, "Let us out." She froze. No one was supposed to be in there. The next day, the door was mysteriously opened a few inches. Dusty handprints small, like a child's were smeared along the inside of the frame. Elena reported it to the caretaker, but he turned pale and told her never to go near it again. "Whatever lives in that room," he said, "is not a child anymore." But curiosity pulled Elena deeper. Late that night, she peeked inside with a flashlight. Rows of dusty cribs lined the walls, and broken toys lay scattered across the floor. The air was unnaturally cold. Then she saw them small shadows crouched in the corners, motionless but staring straight at her. And they were smiling. Elena stumbled backward, dropping her flashlight. When the beam flickered back on, the shadows had moved closer. Their small faces were pale, with hollow eyes and unnaturally wide grins. They didn't blink. They didn't breathe. They simply watched her. "Elena." One whispered, but its mouth didn't move. The voice echoed inside her head instead of the room. She bolted out of room 19 and slammed the door. But the moment she turned the hallway corner, the shadows were there again, standing perfectly still at the end of the corridor. Their heads tilted in sync, as if studying her fear. The lights began to flicker violently. The caretaker rushed toward her, gripping her shoulders. "You opened the door, didn't you?" Elena nodded, trembling. His voice cracked. "Those are not the children who died. Those are what is left of them. Their bodies were found, but their spirits changed. They feed on fear. And now that you've seen them, they won't stop." A sudden thud echoed. The caretaker turned, and one shadow boy stood behind him. Its smile stretched unnaturally wide as long, gray fingers wrapped around his neck. The lights died. Elena screamed as the darkness swallowed them. When the lights returned, the caretaker was gone. Only his rusted keychain lay on the floor, still warm. Elena ran toward the exit, but every hallway twisted unnaturally, looping back toward room 19. The orphanage itself seemed alive, reshaping to trap her. Soft footsteps echoed behind her. Tap. 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 The children were following. She ducked into the office, barricading the door. Papers scattered as drawers slammed open by themselves. On the dusty file shelf, she found a folder labeled Room 19, The Silent Ones. Inside were sketches of the children before they died normal, smiling, alive. But the last page showed twisted drawings, long shadows, sharp fingers, hollow eyes. The note at the bottom read, "They do not die. They become silence." A soft voice whispered behind her, "We want to play, Elena." She spun. A dozen shadow children crawled through the walls like smoke, their faces inches from hers. Their smiles widened, stretching farther than humanly possible. The room turned ice-cooled. Her breath stopped. The last thing she heard was their whisper, "Now you belong to room 19." Only Elena's scream echoed through Crestwood that night, then absolute silence. For more haunting stories like this, make sure to subscribe to DarkTrail Narratives.